That's right.
But yeah, I'm not in front of my computer because I'm cooking dinner. I got home, immediately took Duncan to the dog park, came back, and it's so nice out right now. It's like 80 degrees, like not
70,
too much sun, a little bit of wind, so it's like kind of cool. So just like hanging out in the
72 degrees
backyard for an
cooler.
hour. Huh?
7.9 degrees right now for me.
Unfortunate, sir.
You said how much, Dan? What
Seven
percent?
degrees.
It just sounds like
Oh,
Zach knows that everybody else is cold and he's just
Yeah.
being a butt.
He's rubbing it in, is what he's doing.
Well, really, it was so nice that I had to hang out in the backyard for a while. And so I didn't. I'm getting to cooking dinner a little late. I'm still available to chit chat, and I can jump on and look at my computer as soon as I need to.
I have been an absolute monster when it comes to food. So I've been sick since Thursday, and I've had the appetite of like two or three of me. I ate an entire large Domino's pizza in basically one sitting the
Did
other
you
day.
not eat for a while? When
No,
you
I
were
was eating.
sick?
I was eating all day, the same
Oh,
way,
wow.
just tons of calories, and I've gone through so much coffee and tea. Like,
The foods make sense, but I usually lose my appetite when I'm sick.
so I don't know what I have. I'm trying to piece it together, but I really don't know. Like, it's weird. Everybody here is sick. Everybody here is sick. Um, so at least I'm in good company. Like, it's not a case of Dan's just like a weakling. It's more like all of South Dakota is sick.
Yeah.
So that's
I love
somewhat
how at
comforting.
times when like you lose your appetite for a few days to a week, and then all the when you're coming back out of it, you're like, yes.
All the food.
Yeah, yeah, yep,
Uh,
exactly.
Trust me.
Yeah, I've gotten a lot of reading done in the last few days. It's been good. None of it was D&D related. I decided I was going to back off on that a little bit because I had been focusing so single-mindedly on campaign for several weeks straight. I thought, it's like we're in a
You gotta do some
period
fun
where
stuff.
I don't have to. Like I can just run it.
Gotta do recreational reading too.
Yeah.
It's like my primary source of entertainment.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
good. It's good.
And writing things, that's good too. So,
I hate to do this, but I might actually have to turn on the AC.
What?
I have a little heater right next to me.
I have a big heater right next to me.
Nice.
Let's set it to 71. So it's only got to bring it down 3 degrees. That should be fine.
It definitely feels like he's rubbing it in.
It definitely was.
It's like, how comfortable do I want to be without turning on the furnace? My furnace has been turning on like every 10 minutes here because I got a drafty window in front of me and I've got 7-degree air blowing on me because there's a west facing wind.
Ah,
No snow basically. I mean, we got a little bit the other day, but
Okay.
nothing of any real substance. Just a little dusting.
hmm.
2024 was a drought year for us. So 2025 seems to be continuing that trend of very low precipitation.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean they say usually the following year is going to be a flood year. So
Oh, okay.
it's possible like the switch may flip any time now and we may just get a deluge, who knows.
Yeah.
Which is equally bad sometimes, like one year you don't have water, the other year you have flooding everywhere. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you get like mudslides or anything like that, or is it mostly just like flooding?
It's not really hilly enough for that, but I do live in a valley, and I have a creek running through it, and it's low enough, or my house is low enough that if it were to flood poorly, I would get water damage. But
Yeah.
I have I have like backup plans in case something like that happens. Like we have equipment we could quick shore up the creek bed and keep it from getting as high, so it would be okay.
Nice.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Not
guys,
so
there's
bad.
something really important tip that I want to share with everybody. When you're trying to boil water to make hard-boiled eggs, it really helps if you turn the burner on. It's it's
That
a
must
little
have been the
something that I'm.
that must have been the sound we heard. Did you
You
shoot
know-
like a nonstick spray can?
No, no.
You know
Oh,
what
just
though?
that. You heard him,
If
like,
I
start
heard that. Yeah, I
if
thought
you want to
that
save
might
some
be-
time, next time, so you don't have to boil water, boil some extra tonight and freeze it for later.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
exactly. Yeah. yeah.
Oh my god!
Wow, why haven't I thought of that before? I've never been able to genuinely use that joke in a conversation till now.
Well, I'm trying to stick to my diet, so I'm eating a lot more eggs. Although I say stick to my diet, I did eat half a dozen donuts today, so
I have bad news for you, buddy.
You did not stick to it.
Not
But-
even
but-
slightly.
But what you're doing is a good job of not making the classic mistake of, well, today I've already written off, so I might
Right.
as well do
Might
what.
as well poor decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because dieting is a binary, right? It's either plus or minus. So
Mhm.
I'm not
Yep.
going to get a golden star for today. I might as well take advantage of my minus. So
Not
that's not how it works at all. So
even a little bit.
Not even close.
But,
Well, I might just... Let's see. Well, actually, never
If
mind.
you guys want to jump in, we can jump in. Jake's. I'm gonna get an update on Jake when my dad takes over this computer.
Let's give it... Let's take 2 more minutes. I'll just quick read over what I need to be ready, and then I'll give a recap here. Don't know if I have voice accents in me tonight. We'll see.
We won't judge you too harshly.
I will, but that's okay.
but it'll keep it to himself. So
Yeah. He's kind about it that way.
yeah.
He'll do it
He'll
behind
wait
your
till you're
back.
off the, yeah, he'll wait till you're off the chat to talk shit about it. You know, like a friend.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this might interest... I'm pretty sure this would interest Zach. I don't know about the rest of you, but I have finished my collection of the Adventures in Middle-earth 5th edition rule set and region guides. So now I have all of them. So there's Rovanian, Rohan, Eriador, Mirkwood, Breland, Erebor, Lonely Mountain, Rivendell, and the Wilderland. So now I have basically everything for anything Middle-earth campaign related. I finally got my hands on the Rohan guide. That was the one I didn't have because they didn't publish it. They only sent out PDFs, and then they had to refund all the orders because there was some sort of like a copyright transfer. They weren't able to distribute it anymore. So there are some PDFs floating around out there, and I managed to find one. So now I have Rohan.
Tolkien is notoriously litigious.
Yeah. There's another system out there. Like, they were doing the One Ring system as well, which I don't... Like, honestly, I'm not sure what the difference is, other than Adventures in Middle-earth is kind of more based on trying to tell a story along the way. Like, the point of Adventures in Middle-earth is, it's not about the destination, it's about the journey getting there. I think the One Ring is more like epic stories and fighting, that sort of thing. So, I don't know, you could swing either way with either system.
Yeah.
I don't see the point in buying 2 systems for the same universe unless it's got new tables and lore and stuff.
Right. Well, like as a DM, you can kind of structure your game like to be more narrative and story driven in the moment, or like kind of ebb and flow and build towards those big, battles and stuff. And
Yeah.
It's totally up to you as the DM to kind of control that. So.
Right. But it was nice to like Rohan is clearly a favorite of mine.
Oh yeah.
So I've like having my favorite region guide is pretty sweet to me because I would I'd be way more interested in playing in Rohan than in like Rivendell, even though Rivendell's cool.
Oh yeah.
All right, I might as well just jump into the recap. Oh. So last week, we just did our own thing, which was you walked down the alleyway and you got into a fight. Geo stabbed a guy who punched him. The guy died.
First of all, Geo stabbed a guy who almost killed him in one hit.
Yeah.
Just so everybody's aware.
Hang on. You're ruining.
Okay?
You're ruining my intent to slander Geo.
Yes, exactly. That's I didn't mean to, but I did intend to ruin your slander.
I do think we should specify, though, the difference between being knocked out and being killed.
Well,
yeah, I have a.
If you go down, like you're making death saving.
I have a tendency to say he goes down, and when I do that, like I'll either roll a save if it's a big enemy. If it's a small enemy, I just have him automatically fail.
I mean, like unless like I don't know. I haven't actually really looked that closely at like fisticuff rules in 5th edition. Like, if I get knocked, like if I go down due to, punches, am I just unconscious or am I making death saving throws?
This is a worthwhile conversation to have. We should look at this.
Okay.
Because like you can say you're doing, non-lethal damage. I mean, the DM could make the same call for an enemy.
Yeah.
Alright, according to Player's Handbook, damage and healing falling unconscious. I think that'd probably be their correct area. Let's see what it says. Oh, it's taking a while to load. There we go. Okay, so that's just talking about if you get down to 0 points, you fall unconscious. Instant death is no. Driving effects of. So I will admit I would like to be better at my terminology when somebody goes down. Usually I'm meaning he's at 0 hit points, and then if it's below a level 10, just to pull out a number, in a CR rating, then I usually say he's dead. Like, he failed his saving throws. If he's above a CR rating of 10, like, maybe he rolls saving throws. It depends on the circumstances. In which case, it kind of means, like, you should probably assume that he's rolling death saves and double tap.
Good information to have.
Yeah, and I don't know why I've never said it before. So, knocked out would not be dead, but knocked down sounds like knocked out. So, I might need you to hold me to it, because I'll probably forget. I'm gonna make an effort to say he's dead. And if he's not dead, I'm gonna say he's unconscious, because that's just way more clear, and I think that removes the ambiguity. If you want to do non-lethal damage, I would just treat it as if you're doing a normal fight, and then he just goes unconscious when you get to 0 or below 0.
I will specify non-lethal damage moving forward, but just so that I don't know. I kind of feel the need to explain my actions last time. So like hand-to-hand combat, like the damage is 1 plus your strength score. So if somebody hit someone doing 5 points of damage by punching me is implying they have a strength of 18, like which is like, oh, this is not a love tap from a drunk. This is an actual like combatant.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was my thought. I was like, this guy's for real. This isn't like, oh, 2 points of damage because I socked you. This was like, you're in trouble, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I learned something from that situation. Real quick, I'm going to come back into this channel. I'm having some weird audio issues. Okay, that should hopefully help.
I guess I am defending my actions, but a little bit, but not criticizing Dan in the slightest. I did feel pretty cutthroat there.
It's well received. Okay. Is there anything else that should be clarified? Anything else? Housekeeping. I'm not thinking.
Like fresh towels.
You can buy fresh towels at the nearest linen store. How about that?
Okay, well you said housekeeping, so.
Yeah. Let's see. Basically, what happened was after the scuffle, which was, I'm not going to opine on whether or not it was Geo's fault because there's definitely some blame going towards the drunkard. Griffin Cavalry guard showed up, took you into. He didn't arrest you; he detained you. Took you to the guard office, and the interrogation, so to speak, went down.
Yeah.
Let's see. Bukhar and Ricky were also present and gave their 2 cents apiece. Moon and Beatrice were not present as they left the scene shortly after it happened, right before the Griffin Cavalry rider landed in the street. So that leaves us then. Okay, so the stories were taken, the judgment was passed. Now, you did hear it came from a Magister. Now, do you guys remember what I said about Magisters before Session 0? Or I may have said it at Session 0. Do you know what that is?
They pretty much get to do whatever they want.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're like one of the highest authorities of law. Like, they're almost judge, jury, and executioner, right?
That's right. That's right. They basically can swing it whatever way they want, and they have immunity under the law, except for certain exceptions, right? Like, you can't have a rogue magister going around doing whatever he wants. But he is trusted to do what is in the best interests of the city. So magisters come down harsher, not softer. And so that's something that your characters would know and probably take into consideration. Like, man, I don't want to get messed up with some sort of magister. Like, let's just blow this joint,
Next time I'm arrested and there's a magister involved, I'm killing my way out.
Lesson we should learn from all this.
Yeah, more death, more killing, more violence. That's the solution.
Double down on violence. That's the answer.
Well, hope you got another character rolled, Zach.
He's a monk, so you better watch the fuck out.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Weapons are bad. I'm gonna pummel you.
I'm gonna see how I can get around that rule. Find the loophole. Oh, there's a rule about the loophole? Where's the loophole in the loophole? I will find it and I will exploit it.
That's the whole point of Dungeons and Dragons, isn't it? Like, that's why we play, right? Like, that's what we're here for. Certainly not to build interesting stories with our friends. Nothing to do with that. It's all about exploiting rules.
Well, if an interesting story with friends is getting your character killed every 2.5 sessions, then sure.
I have played with people who do that.
It lets me work out some interesting character ideas,
There's a term for a player like that. You know what it's called, right? It starts with H and it ends with Erder Hobo. Sorry, it starts with M.
M.
Sorry, I don't know why I said H. It starts with M, Erder Hobo. There you go. That's what I should have said. I can spell. Well, sometimes. At least 3 seconds of the time I can spell.
Tonight's episode has been brought to you by the letter M.
No, it's by the number M.
My bad.
Tonight's episode on phonics.
How's Jake's update going? Any ideas?
I haven't heard yet.
Okay. What do you think I should do? That was basically the recap. Oh, I know one thing I missed. You ended up in a tavern discussing what happened, and Durlan Langolin showed up to take the place of Giacomo. Forgot his last name.
And Jake's calling me.
Okay.
Impeccable timing.
It is good timing. And let's see. So Durlam came, shared the fact that he and Geo have been kind of acting as the same person for years, and it's just comes naturally to them. So there was no like intent meant by it, at least not on Durlam's side. So they are separate people. Yeah, I don't know how much I can say without giving away more of the backstory that he may not have revealed, because I have read it, and it's pretty cool. And he did not pull that out in the moment on purpose. He definitely had that planned for a later lore drop, that's for sure.
Yeah, I believe you.
It was you believe me. I'm not lying. He kind of forced my hand there. I'm like, you're making a bunch of noise and you're fighting in the broad daylight. Like, what am I supposed to do? Of course a guard member is going to notice. Here's an interesting little thing. Distinguish, just for lore while we're killing time here. The guard and the watch are two very separate institutions. So you have the guard that goes around the city on the walls, save for some sheriffs that are cavalry on griffins. They're mounted on griffins. And so that is who heard the shout as he was sort of patrolling over the city. The watch, on the other hand, is split up into separate wards. So they are police that stay strictly to each ward, save for special circumstances when their jurisdiction is extended for like a greater investigation or whatever. So trade ward watch members will not police the southern ward, for instance. And so if you were to commit a crime in front of a watch member that's in the trade ward, for instance, and you run across the line into the dock ward, he'll let it go. He may report it to somebody else, but it's actually not his jurisdiction. So depending on his like moral alignment and how morally ambiguous he is as a police officer, he might just let it go. So that's something you can use to your advantage if you want. And those of you who are more familiar with crime would realize that this is absolutely an exploitable thing to get your own way. The guards, not so much. They might just chase you. So you'd be able to tell like the visual difference between them. The guards are more like dressed like military. Hello, Jake.
Okay.
Spoke too soon.
Yeah, we
Oh.
did. We jinxed it.
Oh no, I've broken it.
Scared him, guys.
The whole session is ruined.
Jakey, come back.
You can blame it all on me.
Oh, we can see you, but we can't hear you, Jake. Jake, can you hear us? Not if you can hear us.
Yeah, that'll work.
I think he responded.
Oh, he's got his camera on. Hey, Jake.
See him.
You are muted, Jake. We see you. I can see your lips moving, but I can't hear your voice.
No, he turned his headset off. Or no, maybe he didn't. Zach probably does.
I'm guessing Zach is giving him instructions.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Yay! It's all good now.
Oh, that was a weird
Welcome,
update that I had
Jake.
to do. Oh, no. Where's my character sheet, Zach?
Oh, he's getting it up for you, I'm sure.
Okay. Good.
All right,
Yeah.
just
What's that?
heads up to Zach, you are muted on Discord. I'm sure you're occupied. Jake, a little quick recap for you. Just remembering last session, you got into a fight. Gio got detained, subsequently arrested, and then executed for the crime of murder. And you contributed with your statement of what happened in the interrogation room. And I had a blast running that game. You guys did a great job.
Am I not seeing my...
Zach, I think your headphones might be muted now.
Jake, can you hear me now? Yes, yes. Now
Stop touching things.
Deny.
This happens every week. All right, well, let us, without further ado, turn you loose in the streets of Waterdeep. You are on the border of the Southern Ward and the Dock Ward at a tavern, not far, basically a little skip and a jump from Candle Lane, which is where you intended to go. It is about 200 feet away. The scale on the map is accurate now, so if you wanted to use the measurement tool, it is correct. You know, over there is a warehouse with the image of the winged snake. But you also sounded like you wanted to meet up at a restaurant and sort of like case the area.
I thought we were in a tavern. We had gone back
Yeah.
to the place.
So, yeah, exactly. It's a different tavern than the restaurant I was referring to, but you are close and in the area, so you kind of did what you were setting out to do, I suppose.
That's right. Okay, yes. No, I think we should go case the warehouse.
Yeah.
We wasted a lot. Not wasted. A lot of time was taken up. It is a somber day.
I remember I said it was
A whole lot.
4 in the evening. It's springtime, so the days are still a little bit short. So probably about an hour to, let's go 2 hours of daylight left. Do you want to operate in daylight when it comes to this kind of business?
No, please, y'all, don't do that. If we're gonna be at night, would be best. I promise you. For my particular set of skills, just trust me. If we have to do stuff during the day, I understand, you know. But like, I think it's the perfect time to start. For me to start.
Okay, so what is our
My
plan as a
favorite time of
whole?
day.
Are we just gonna like knock on the like? What Bukar can do is he can go and he tell you this that I think we mentioned this last time. I can go up and see if the fancy hat is somewhere nearby. If it seems like maybe it's in the direction of the warehouse that like we need to go in, then are we just doing a B&E? Like what's are we gonna knock on the door? What's our if it's determined that we should try to get in there?
I mean, I honestly just need more info about that.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know how to answer that.
Right, like, is there an unlocked door? I thought that's like we were the case.
Okay, so we're
Because
gonna
like, I
scout
have
it.
the Gloom Stalker thing that Jake used to have,
Right.
and Tomb of Annihilation. So yeah.
Okay. So we're just gonna go walk by, walking casually.
A little recon mission. We're gonna fly casual.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a good idea. Okay, let's get perception from those of you perceiving as you go through the area.
I'm gonna try and roll physical.
13.
All right.
14. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what's going on, but Jake's computer is not responding.
All right, I'm gonna say
Where are you
that the
I think we
light.
found it back. The character? Oh, hang on, bud. Yeah, I can't get it open though. You can't?
His character is not coming through. Let me see if I can
Well,
access
there
it
it is. There it
myself.
is. There,
Oh,
there you go. Now I can't get Discord up though.
okay. So I'm gonna say that daylight is a little bit dim considering the time of year and how late in the afternoon it is. The buildings on either side of Candle Lane are very tall and tightly packed together, so that the light from the sky only touches the street when the sun is at its highest point. Gloom envelops this narrow alley, which is as dark as a dungeon, and as odorous as one, too. Nearly all the street lamps have been smashed. The only light that pierces this darkness, other than the light on the rooftops ahead above, is a faint flickering from down the lane like a distant candle. This flickering comes from the one street lamp that is still intact on Candle Lane. Um, there is a warehouse directly across the street from this lamp, which illuminates a black winged snake, which you know is the symbol of the Zentarim. It is painted above the door's handle.
No, I'm sorry, guys, but you're gonna have to forgive me. My earlier situation has kind of boggled my memory a little bit here. Now, we're looking for this Flume guy, right? We think he's here. There you go. At this point, wouldn't we just?
On, Zach?
No, I had to turn it off because it was running so slow, bud.
Okay.
At this point, wouldn't we just go to his friend and say, "Hey, we're pretty sure the wing snake guy's got you, buddy."
I think we can pick up a little bit more evidence first. I'm not opposed to that. I'm certainly not super keen on breaking into this warehouse.
Yeah.
If that's going to be our next plan of action.
I didn't realize.
But at the very least,
that
you know,
it-
I think it's worth taking a quick stroll by,
Yeah,
knowing
Okay.
and fleeing at the sign of any danger, as I am quite good at.
Oh, do we need a rendezvous spot? Like, if we have to flee, you and I, or are we all going in? Especially if we're all going in, I think we need to have a rendezvous spot. So if we need to just go separate directions,
Yeah, I think we end up back at the restaurant.
The rest. Which one?
okay.
There's the restaurant. It's like I think it's
The bar.
D13 is a restaurant, right?
Yeah.
It's nearby. It's the closest business, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It's like we've been to a donut shop. We've been to.
Yeah. No, we
It's a lot of food establishments.
I think we stopped there last time before we started locking out, but
This is the problem with my campaigns. There's always food in it.
yeah.
Realistic.
I mean,
Yeah.
we were paid to find the guy, right? Like just being like, we're pretty sure he's somewhere you don't want to go. Okay, here's a bunch of
We
money.
should at least get like a bloody hat or a shoe or something. You know, there's always a glove or a piece of cape or whatever.
Yeah, maybe we get lucky and he's in the dumpster. You know, like who's to
Go
say?
look for fingers. Somebody who doesn't need to sneak around Rizzy. Go start
Yeah.
checking dumpsters.
Yes, let's do that.
I would never do such like a
We'll talk to Geo first, but
half job in like in my old outfit. That would be bad news. Like that just doesn't sound like a good idea.
no, I don't think so. I think I like where your head's at.
So basically, I would be looking for, but I could take other checks too, investigation if you're casing the place. The perception check was to give you the general area of Candle Lane. You're also welcome to try other things if you have ideas.
Yeah. Once I get close enough, I do want to try to use the locate object spell.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to sense the direction of the describe a name of an object that is familiar to you. So I would say Floon's hat, just knowing that he wore that. Or maybe I have to be as general as just like that style hat. Anyways, sense the direction of the object as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. And if it's in motion, I know the direction of its movement.
Okay.
I can't go through lead though, so if there's like a lead door, it won't work.
The whole building is made of lead. Okay.
Let's wait it out, guys. They're just gonna get poisoned after.
They'll be deaf too, so they won't hear you coming.
Yeah.
I would be taking a bird's eye view as well. I don't know
Nice.
if you thought about that, but like I would
You can have advantage.
usually an opening on the roof.
I'll give you advantage then.
I rolled an 18 for perception
18. Woohoo!
when you asked, actually.
Do I need to roll anything?
Right. You're welcome to do investigation. You know, the better the rolls, the more information I can give you, and that makes me happy.
So
What should I
Jake,
roll? The one?
You're... Hang on. Don't click on anything yet.
Okay. Okay.
Here we go. If you're doing... Your investigation is -1. Your perception is +0. Buddy, this is not the skill set for you.
Okay, this is not, so I'm gonna pass on that.
Okay.
Me and you, buddy. Me and you, Riz.
That's a no for me, dog.
Are you said the shadows, like they're at that time of day where like they're almost crossing the street now?
Ooh.
So there's only a sliver of light in the street? Ish.
Sliver of light on the rooftops, more like.
Okay, cool. So around the bottom of the building, there's deep shadow then.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna run essentially from shadow to shadow. Hopefully it's more like one big shadow.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I don't know if you want stealth or whatever to do my best to like stay in like the darkest part of the shadows. Also, I feel like, okay, Tabaxi's is more human than cat, right? So like, I'm not running on all fours, but I absolutely am doing that Naruto ninja run. Where I'm like really stealthy, but like my hands are right back out behind me, you know.
Are you also investigating at the same time, or are you just getting closer?
I guess I do want to investigate. I want to see, like, where are the doors? Do they open in and out? That kind of general. Like, if we do need to sneak in, is there a broken window? I guess.
Okay. You'll be ground
That's a lot, I
floor
know.
investigation, and Moon will be aerial view, and he has light and altitude at his advantage, so his roll is good. I just waiting to hear what you might get before I give you information.
You said investigation.
Yes, please.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, nice.
Damn.
Nice.
What you thinking, Zach?
I'd like to do a perception check to keep I'm gonna keep watch. So I'm gonna look
Ah,
for anybody coming or going, guards,
Okay.
griffins,
Very good.
registers, cops, anybody. Those ladies that look like they're gonna snitch. That is a natural 1.
you see a man walking the other direction. You're pretty sure that he's gonna go grab a watch member because you're feeling a little on edge from what happened yesterday.
Guys, that guy's definitely gonna get a cop. The guy's definitely gonna call the cops.
In the meantime, Moon, you find out that this is a 2-story warehouse. It stands at the back of an outer yard behind an outer fence. So what I mean by that is this is an L-shaped building, and there is a yard that fills out the rest of the like rectangular lot.
Whoa.
And there is a very high fence on the back side of the building with a gate. You can't tell from your perspective if it's locked or not. You see there's also a front door, and then there is a large warehouse loading door. And then it doesn't say which level. Hang on a second while I double check something. I believe if I'm understanding this correctly, the second floor has a window, and that window is painted over. And when I say painted over, like actual like paint on it. It's not a stained glass window. There's literal paint on the window. Beatrice sees that the front door has a sliding peephole that can be opened from the inside. You would not be able to open it from the outside just by fiddling around, like kind of looking at it closely. It's like one of those small little sliding doors over the peephole. You also, this sort of bleeds over into perception, but I'm cool with it. You hear a small amount of activity inside. Not necessarily like, it's not loud. It's rather, it's like indoor voice level of volume. And it's hard to distinguish exactly what it is. That's what you two get. So back to.
Okay, so there's no other like, yeah.
I'm going to draw for you what it looks like, because I imagine that's probably difficult to follow. So let's move us to a new map, and bear with me while I draw it. So we've got. Now I said it was an L-shaped building. So there's the building. And then we have, in a different color, there's a yard. Right there. That makes up the rest of the rectangular plot. Then we have, oops, we're not in initiative, sorry. There's a gate here. There's a large loading gate here. And then there is, nope, that's not the right spot. There is a second level to this building. So this one right here is, wow, that is hard to read. Well, 20 is not being very cooperative right now. There we go, level 2. And on level 2, there is a front door. So that would put Moon over here, and Beatrice and the rest of the party right there. And I would say that this level is street level. And this side is below street level. That all make sense?
Yeah.
Below street level?
Yep.
Above street level. The basement?
So this would be, yeah, essentially a basement level.
So the building steps down.
That's right. Yep, I probably could have made that more clear.
Okay.
And there's a yard that also steps down.
I would say so, yeah.
Okay.
So we're on a hill.
A courtyard.
Should have just said that.
Yeah, I was definitely thinking the opposite the other way.
Me too.
Okay. So are there like those little windows? I guess you would have told me that with my roll.
Oh yeah, there are windows.
Yeah,
There's one window.
Which one's the painted window? Is that in the yard or?
That will be this one here. Go way too big.
I like the music.
Thank you. Oops, that's too small. Painted window is right here. So it's weird. It's hastily painted. There are like huge brush marks on it.
So it's like facing out towards the street, like where you've got Beatrice, like that's the street.
Yep. Yep,
And
I
are
would
there
say so.
buildings next to this one, or is it like surrounded by like streets or paths?
There are buildings. Let's see. If I were to take this and move it down so it's clearly separate, I would
Like
draw in.
Corner lot or mid street?
I'm envisioning it like this, and there are buildings like right here. There is one right here. Remember how I said it was really tight and hard to walk? It's just like I described last week, where you couldn't walk more than two abreast because there's just not enough space.
Okay.
So that's kind of the situation you got here.
That's
That-
weird that it's so narrow in a warehouse district.
Hand carts.
Yeah, no,
Or
I'm
we
just,
might be in an alleyway, yeah.
I'm just pointing out that that's interesting.
Um, okay, I want to try to like sneak up to. I don't want to walk up to the door of the peephole, obviously, but I do want to get close enough to the wall or like the origin of the sound from like that conversation I heard, or like the two people talking,
Mm-hmm.
and see if I can like if I can discern anything more, like even like male or female, adult, child, what they're talking about. If the universe so shines down on me.
Yeah. This
Alright.
time I'll ask for a perception check just because it's a little more challenging.
Yeah. 18?
Okay, 18. Let me think while I place your tokens here.
That's good.
Looks good to me.
Geo's, or not Geo. I haven't relabeled the token on this map yet, but I know it's.
He's been going by Geo. The only person who knows his real name is Ricky or Rizzy.
Really?
Okay.
So he's been going as Geo.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep
So-
calling him Geo.
Geo's over here keeping watch.
Really?
Rizzy is kind of close to him. Lucara and Beatrice are by the door, and then Moon is flying somewhere like over by the yard, maybe. Something like
Hey
that.
Moon! Hey Moon! What's up?
Don't
Wait, Dan.
Yeah. What's up, Liz?
Did I run all the way around this? Because I wanted to run like all the way around the warehouse.
I was thinking yes. I gave you all of the information for the level
Okay.
you're at. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the sounds you hear do not sound human. They do sound like talking. It's inconsistent. The sounds seem to be coming from the same origin, but they talk in various accents and pitches with slightly different tones of voice in an oddly inconsistent manner that has you a little confused. I wouldn't say worried necessarily, but confused. Seems like there's a lot of different people in this building, but they're weirdly quiet for how many people are in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. But the painted windows on the street level. Okay, last question. do I notice the front door? Like, does it open in or out?
I'll find out. Front door.
With these old buildings, you can never tell. I've heard newer ones are more consistent, but these old ones, they just slap stuff on willy-nilly, you know?
It opens inward and it is locked.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the shadows across the street and see if I can perceive any of my teammates around me.
Okay. Moon, you are over the yard portion. No entrances on the roof to this building, on the top level or lower down. The only window that you've seen is that same one that Beatrice saw that was painted over. But that's on the same side of the building and the same level as she is. So she's looking at it right now. You know that there is... Wow. Come on. I have to replace the doors because they not stay in place. But there's a gate there to the yard, and then there's a big door right there that leads into the building. Like a warehouse loading dock door.
There's no like chimney or any kind of like other way of entry. Like I just don't see a way to like infiltrate this building at this point, other than like picking a door. There's only one window.
It makes sense that a clandestine organization would have a hard place to like spy on them and break into.
Right. I'm just saying. Like, there's clearly something shady going on behind that window, or they just don't want people looking in general, right?
Yeah, like paint a window, right? Is so people can't look at, like, you had a building with a window and you don't want people to see in, so you paint over it.
Oh, I just meant when he originally described it, I thought it was like facing into the yard or something. So it's like,
yeah.
that's the room where something's going down, and then it's like, no, it's just you don't get a look in there.
No, they just turn that window into a wall.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I mean, I would fly back to the group and kind of relay what the backside looks like. Be like, well, there's like I can get you into the yard pretty quickly, but that doesn't really help, I don't think, unless someone's really fast at digging.
But okay, the conversation was happening on the street level at the front of the building, right? So like,
well, maybe they move away from the building a little to have to.
we probably we can't pick the front lock.
So we're talking about going to the back.
People gotta come and go from here, right? Like they're not living there, probably. Why don't we case the joint, find out, so like get on the roof of one of these other buildings, wait for somebody to leave, and kind of see what we can, see when they leave. Like they gotta open a door, they gotta do something. You know what I mean? Like.
I like it.
That just sounds so boring.
Well, it does sound really boring.
Did I get anything from my locate object spell? Did I get any?
Thank you for reminding me. I knew I had lost something in that dialogue there. Let's see here. I'm gonna go with yes. Yes, it's in the building.
Okay, so I'm gonna relay that like basically as and is it moving at all?
No movement.
Okay, no movement. So basically, as I would describe this, like as I walk by the building, like I feel it getting warmer, and then as soon as I start walking away from the building, colder. So it's like, okay, guys, his hat's in there. He's probably in there.
Well, that makes boring a lot more worth it.
Yeah.
Nobody has like fly or anything, do we? I know I don't, and that might be like a higher level spell.
Yeah, nobody has third level spells.
I mean, Moon does.
I just wink. Yeah, I just flap my wings a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I was wondering, like maybe if like Geo had like a lock picking thing. I don't know if you do, Geo, but like we could bust the door upstairs and then I could like sneak into the shadow.
Well,
I mean,
But that may be
maybe-
too much.
there's no upstairs. It's a downstairs. But
That's what I
we
meant
could
to
try that. Like I,
I mean, I
said, we
can
could probably
definitely-
get into the yard pretty quickly.
I can definitely pick a lock. Liz, just so you know, this is very important. Like distinction. Your Gloomstalker ability to like hide in darkness, it only applies to dark vision. So if you're in a situation where someone doesn't need dark vision, even if you're in the shadows, your ability doesn't activate. Or if you're, it's dark enough to where people would need dark vision, but they have some other means of perceiving you outside of dark vision, like whether like true sight or something like that, they still see you. It's just dark vision. So it would have to be dark vision dark for you to activate your invisibility.
Okay, that makes sense.
I just didn't want you to think that you could like step into the shadows on like a
Oh,
you know,
no.
dimly lit street and be like, I am the night. Yeah.
I just say if I got into a situation, yeah. Or if I got into a basement.
Right, like yeah, inside a dark, warehouse where the only windows painted over, if there's not a lot of light in there, then yeah, you very well could. The second somebody like lights up a couple of torches in your area, you're done for.
No, I know that. I also just like jumping from shadow to shadow. It's kind of fun. I got the zoomies.
Okay.
It is what a tabaxi would do.
Yeah. But I hear you. I'm smelling what you're breathing.
No one was breathing. You know what really could do? Break the door.
And you will be the
Jesse.
first person we ask if we need that to happen. You'll be the first person to know.
Smash.
But yeah, what do you think about that? We can get in the basement.
I'm down for that.
I mean, sure.
I'm still kind of even if we infiltrate this building, what is our plan after that? Are we gonna try to like sneak this guy out of here? Like, what's going on? Like,
Absolutely
I mean,
not.
at least find the hat so we could take back and get our money.
yeah. I don't know.
Excuse me.
I feel like maybe
You know what
we
would
have
be so
gathered enough information at this point. Maybe we negotiate to say, hey, I know where he is.
you know
Maybe
what?
negotiate
We
for half
charge
the
you
money.
more. Yeah, because these crazy people. I like the way your brain thinks. I should have. I'm so glad we
guys,
found each other. Let's
guys,
stick with
guys,
them. No,
guys.
let's go back because look, no, listen. If we're dealing with the snakes, that's like 200 more gold. Okay.
Easily.
Guys. Listen, I understand, but money's not everything. Money's not everything. I
Oh
mean,
my
we
God.
should at least poke our heads in, we got to go back with more than Hey, we think we know where he's at. Let me shake you down for more money. Like,
I like how that
I
was
almost
your
want an
original
insight
plan.
check.
This is a shakedown.
I'm trying to like adjust
That's
to
time
my
in
new
jail.
character.
That time in jail must have rattled you,
Jake.
Gio. What did they do to you in there? You've been in there plenty of times. They must have gotten a new guard or something, because you getting swapped, man. You getting
No, listen,
swapped.
money's
I see what
important.
you're saying.
Money's important.
I see what
It's
you're
important.
saying.
You need it. I'm just saying. What about the adventure, thrill of chase, and all that?
Yeah, I just saw some adventure happen to one of my buddies a little while ago, and not a big fan. Not a
I'm
fan.
just saying, I think the chase will be more thrilling as a cat person. As a cat person, I think the chase will be more thrilling with a few more gold.
Mhm.
I also just kind of don't think that's what we got hired for. We got hired to find the guy.
I mean, we got hired to find the guy. We didn't get hired to break him out of an assassin stronghold. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we
that
can
is-
get paid to break him out of an assassin. We can get hired to do that. We haven't been yet. We should go find our friend Volo.
Sure, it doesn't have to be us.
I need to at least get an
Yeah.
autographed book for my mother. Okay,
We
if
can go
I
get the
she knows I
cops
do
if
all
you
of
want.
this.
Mhm.
Oh,
Look,
I'll let you guys do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be
I feel like
me and
the
Rizzy aren't gonna be
problem
anywhere
is
near
we
you
didn't.
if when you go to get the cops.
Go to the clock. Let's not start with the cops, okay? I don't know what y'all like in the Feywild, but no.
I'm just going with what happens around here. In the Feywild, if you get hired to find somebody, you go find the person. You know, you're like we're
You
mercenaries.
break them out. You break them out.
Hmm.
That's what Rizzy. That what Rizzy would do. But that's just me.
That sounds like
It's
wisdom.
also very D&D.
It's what you were
I think
hired
we need
for.
a little more money, but I mean, we are here, so you know.
We go back to Volo.
We
I
may
just
never
think
get
he's
this
gonna be
close
like,
again.
but you didn't do what I asked you to.
Maybe we did. Yeah, I don't know.
Alright, let's go back to the Yanni
No.
portal. Volo's just like,
Let's go win.
no, and
Let's
then we
do
get
it.
right back here.
I guess yeah. How far of a walk is it from here to the portal?
It took us 2 days to get here.
No,
I'll find out.
I'm more concerned about us not navigating correctly and getting walking in circles for a while.
It probably
Let's
is stupid to
see
go all the way
here.
back to Volo.
Oops,
though.
wrong
It's
thing.
like message. Oh my god, you know what would be so cool is if one day someone can make this little thing like the size of a brick and you could just like talk into it and send a message to someone anywhere in the world. Like sending
Brick sounds
stones,
really
I guess.
cumbersome.
But like cooler.
That's way too big.
It's
You can
less.
throw it at somebody too.
It's less than a quarter mile away.
Fucking brick.
Oh,
It's,
so
like,
we could
super close.
we could be there and back here in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's
Well,
do it.
I'm
Go
doing
get more
that.
money.
Let's break them out.
I don't know about the rest of y'all, but yeah, feel free to like investigate
follow you.
while I'm going to talk and get us more money, but
I'll go.
or at least
Hey Bob, guess
explain
what
the
I did
situation.
today? I shook down Volo, your favorite author.
Do
Can I
we
shake him
want to?
down? Can I shake him
do we-
down?
Do we want to post somebody here to
Well, what did- but-
observe while you guys are gone? Like we're gonna miss them moving
Ooh.
him or something.
Honestly, whoever's the stealthiest, that's not a bad idea.
I can do it.
That's definitely the Catwoman.
Okay.
I don't think it is.
Maybe Geo too. I have no clue.
How
It
is
depends
it
on how
not?
dark. It depends on how dark it is. Like it's as it's
Also,
getting
it's about to be
darker.
night, so.
Yeah, if she can find a shadow, it's probably her. But
I was just assuming based on the cat lady was offering to go sneaky and the other guy wasn't. So
Oh, what is my stealth? A +5.
Oh, we're tied.
I was
Okay.
right.
What is my stealth, Zach?
+4. That's
that's
good.
pretty solid. Yeah, I miss
Oh
having
my
a stealthy
God, yeah.
characters. Stealthy characters are so much fun. Okay. Okay.
I'll
Well,
stay
yeah.
here and watch over everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna get over there and talk to Valo. Let him know what the situation is. We're not an army, you know. I feel like a rival gang would have a difficult time infiltrating and taking down this entire warehouse. We're a couple of jabronis. I
Yeah.
feel like we're ill-equipped.
I will post up. Okay, what's the building across the street from the thing look like? Like, where am I hiding?
Well, that's up to you, but the buildings across from you are more rundown and shady looking, I guess, business district kind of, warehouse district kind of buildings.
So those should be easy to break into.
Oh.
Or like find something to hide under. Yeah.
It's a good map.
Thank you. All right. Well, if you want to with a stealth check, you could certainly hide there, and then just use your passive perception to watch.
Should I do that or no?
Yep.
Did you want to stay with her? If so, then yes.
Yeah, I'll stay with her.
You gonna stay
All
with me,
right.
muscles? All right, cool. I got backup if anything happens. I'll take
Jake, you
good
want
care
to
of
roll
you, I
the
promise.
4?
Oh,
Yep.
I did.
All right.
19. 19.
Nice.
Nice.
And a stealth check for me is 17.
All right, you're both hidden. You're very confident that nobody will see you, and you can watch. Are you watching at different areas, like different doors?
I thought there was
Yes.
just the one.
There's that
So
one
you,
door.
so you got the
There's that one
yard,
door.
and then you got the
There's the
street.
one in the yard too.
Oh, okay. No. Rizzy, you stay here. I am gonna go hide in like the yard area and see if I
Okay.
can't like. Okay, on that part, is there anywhere like a tree I can get up?
No, it's more like like an unloading yard, not like a garden yard. So there are crates you could hide behind.
Okay, I'll do. Oh, that's right, because I dropped down from the street into there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna hide inside of one of the crates.
It's probably a good idea you don't go up the tree because you might not be able to get down.
I'm a
We'll
cat.
really
I land on all twos.
We'll be
Every
calling the
time.
police. Yeah.
Firefighters get
We need help. Our cat friend
Oh,
got
we gotta get
stuck in the
Was
tree.
that a tabaxi joke, Gio?
Yes, it was.
I'm only mad because it was a good one. Okay.
Is that my microphone? Or
Hmm?
No, Jake, that noise is that's like
Okay.
the sound of all the people in the tavern.
okay.
Oh, yes, I could see that they'd be
I thought that was
confusing.
my camera going.
Okay, well,
You and your tabaxi jokes. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna hide. Rizzy, you stay right here. You watch the
Okay.
front door. Just
Should I get my
be
mace
sure
out?
to memorize.
Yep. Should I get my mace ready or no?
But how are we gonna communicate if anything happens?
You know, I'm gonna sign to you. How about that?
Make a chicken noise.
Okay.
Start sounding like a rooster. Call like a rooster. If exactly, call like a rooster. If they
in the
if they
dead
go
of night.
anywhere, sound like one of those cockfights they hold back there. Those rooster fights.
That makes sense. I'm gonna go get a bowl of soup while this is going on. I'll meet you guys back here in 30 minutes or so.
All right.
Bye.
Bukar, do you have any company with you as you go into the Yawning Tavern? Yawning Portal.
Gio's going.
Yeah, I think
Geo,
Geo,
okay.
I'm probably gonna make him do the talking because he's well versed.
Okay. Gio's never met, Durlim has never met Volo, I think.
You're gonna have to. It's been so long. You have to point this guy out to me.
Yeah. Here, before we do that though, we need to case this joint. We need to check every single arm in here and make sure there's nobody with the freaking. Because last time we went in here, there was somebody with the winged snake tattoo. Remember they were in the fight. So we know that they frequent this place. We're not saying a word in front of them.
Right. Yes, I totally remember that. Yes, absolutely. We should
yeah.
sure check that. Make sure. Good call. Good call.
Yeah.
I should go with you.
So that's gonna be the first step. Is I'm just gonna walk through and basically not stare every single person down, but check every arm. Kind of make it again casually, but walking through, kind of bumping up. It's like, hey, how's it going? Looking for any signs of winged snakes.
So while you're in there, you see. A second. Too many things to navigate. You see this familiar face. Yagra
that's what I was-
Stonefist.
That's what
She
I was
is-
worried about.
In a different corner, kind of keeping to herself.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Geo.
I'm glad I didn't go.
does not
Thank you, Jake.
You're welcome.
It was a bit of a false alarm, though.
He's just testing it to make sure.
I'll tell you what. Somebody walks around the corner and startled Rizzy a little bit, and he thinks it's somebody that he's watching for, and so he lets off the alarm, and the person is right next to him and goes, "Duh! Don't startle me like that!" And then storms on down the street. Madman.
Rizzy's starting a prank YouTube channel.
It's just a prank, bro. Yagra Stonefist is the only Zentarum that you know of in this tavern. You could certainly look really hard, but it would draw attention. Everybody would know you're looking at him.
No, I do want to take a quick peek for obvious signs, but she's exactly who I was worried about. So I want to make sure that she's going to be out of earshot. And in fact, maybe I'm going to tell all this to Rizzy because he's going to be doing it, or not Rizzy, Geo, because he's going to be doing all the talking. Like her over there, she's understand she's got the tattoo, the winged snake, folks. So
Yeah, can I do a? Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Whatever we say to Volo, we want to make sure that she's probably not listening, because she's connected, and not in a good way.
Good call. Good call. Can I do a knowledge underworld check to see if there's anybody else? Like
Ooh.
whereas like he was looking for like the specific tattoo, but with knowledge underworld, I might have an idea of some of the less overt indicators.
Sure. I like that idea.
Okay.
Now keep in mind there's also 4 more levels to this building that you haven't explored.
Yeah,
And that you're roughly familiar with.
Around Volo.
Okay.
Right, within earshot, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good roll. Where was that on my perception check? That'll be a 26.
Okay. Nobody on level 1, but you can see up to level 2. And there's a guy that may potentially be a problem who's sitting next to the balcony on the edge. And he could perhaps overhear if he had really good hearing.
Okay. Then when we, when we approach Volo, let's tell him we gotta talk to him. We'll steer him over to that corner. That's away from everybody else. We don't have to have this conversation right wherever he's at. We can get him to kind of follow us.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's a fantastic idea.
You get to get away from your friend over there, and then my friend up there on the balcony. I don't like the look of him.
Okay.
All right. Well, Volo is sitting with his back to you, enjoying a bowl of soup.
Mr. Volo, if you remember us,
Hello!
we, hello?
Did you find Floon?
We're here, let me turn my camera on. I'm a...
What is the matter?
We have an update. We would like to talk to you about that over in the corner, away from, a little more privacy. So it might be a delicate matter.
Oh, yes, follow me. I know of a place that won't be overheard.
Oh, excellent. Perfect.
He takes you to a side room. It's kind of like, it's like a hallway that's heading towards, maybe the rooms or something like that. There's nobody in there. You can hear the distant din of the the patrons talking in the main room as you're in this hallway, kind of echoing through. We shouldn't be hurt here. Please tell me.
Well, it's not good news. We've tracked him. based on witnesses and descriptions. And my friend here has even used a little bit of magic to track him based on his hat. And we're pretty sure the winged snake guys got him in one of their warehouses. Now, we're pretty sure we know which warehouse he's in. We for sure know he was headed this direction. It was indicated that he got by these guys, and my friend here says his hat is 100% in the warehouse. So,
If his hat is in there, he should be in there.
Exactly, I thought. So, we wanted to talk with you because, to be honest, we want to help you out. We want to help your friend. We don't want him to be in a bad spot, but an army we are not. Charging into the hideout of such a violent and notorious criminal element is probably not going to be survivable for most of us.
So what do you propose?
Well, I think a distinguished gentleman such as yourself with lots of adventuring contacts, would you might know some heavy hitters that you might be able to call in to help out, or at a minimum, I think we may need to renegotiate renegotiate expenses, and I would like to make a persuasion check.
Sure.
Okay. You gotta be kidding me. 8.
No, I think what I offered you is what I'm willing to pay and able to. I didn't want to bring that up.
No, that's fair. It's just you understand that, we've gone from finding your friend to springing him from certain death.
Well, I mean, alert the city watch.
Okay.
Look, you've done a great job of investigating, but you haven't finished it yet.
All right, okay. I didn't know if how you wanted to handle that. The city watch can be very. I wouldn't want them to go in half-cocked, as they're known to do, bash everybody on the head, and gut your friend thinking he was one of these bad actors. They're not exactly. They're not the smartest of folk. It doesn't take a lot to be hired as a god around here.
Well, see, I mean, I want Floon found as soon as possible. Here's what I would propose. Let us both go to the watch, and we will ask them to assist, and I will give a full and complete description of what he looks like.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I was just there earlier.
Yeah, that sounds like a fantastic idea. Here's the thing. I'm not gonna go with you to the watch. And it's nothing against you personally. I need to not be around there for a little bit.
I'll pipe up at that, but it's like, yeah, don't worry, there's other members of the party that can come with you. It's
Sure.
In particular, yeah, bad vibes.
Quick out of game.
I just
Another thing, you were taken into custody of the guard, not the watch.
yeah.
So-
I'm not going around cops for a while.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make it clear they don't
I
communicate that
appreciate the
quickly.
distinction.
Yeah.
I appreciate the, but there's also a chance, knowing my luck, that the Magister, who had me executed, would also show up there.
It's like, wait, I thought you were dead.
Kill you.
This is why you need a disguise kit,
Back, baby.
Durlam. All right.
I have a disguise kit. Well, at least I have proficiency with it.
Well, yes, that is understandable. It's none of my business. Sure, I will just go with one of, with this fine man here, and he points to Bukhar.
I'll shadow you guys, but I'll watch you back the whole way. I just I don't want to interact with the cops. Let's just get bad vibes.
That is fine. Hang on one moment. He runs over to his table and he drops off the appropriate amount of coinage for his meal. Signals the waitress like, "Hey, I'm done. I'm leaving." And then he beckons you like, "Come on, let's go. Let's waste no time."
Okay. I'm coming with you.
Okay. All right. And so he ushers you out of the building. And it's fully dark outside now. And quickly jump back to Beatrice and Rizzy. You've seen a couple people come and go, but none of them came from inside of the building yet. So far, nobody has entered or left the building. Not quite yet. You got the right idea, Rizzy. Not quite yet. I'll let you know when.
Keeping his vocal cord strong.
He's practicing. Hoot once like a brown owl, twice like a barn owl. Twice like a bright owl. Look at. Volo kind of hurries you down the main. Oh, I should show you the main map again. That'll help. Okay. Alright, so you are at C48, and we want you to... So that is where Volo was. And then he takes you down this street here a little bit. And he leaves the castle ward, bringing you into the dock ward. Because you did mention it was the dock ward, right? Did I hear you say that? Would you have said that?
We told him we knew. We told him we knew where it was. Like we know where the warehouse is. We know, yeah.
Okay, that is adequate then. Okay, so he takes you to this building, and it is more upkept, and there are more intact lanterns around this building than there are in the rest of the dock ward.
I wonder why.
According to your experience. It's also close to Snail Street, which is the street that you were told to avoid because there's lots of cops. Geo/Durlim, did you break off at any point? You are they would be at the building now.
Yeah, I'm gonna hang back like a half a block so that I can see them coming and going from the cop shop.
Okay. Fair. Let's have you do some sort of check to not be noticed. Do you want to do performance, stealth, deception, persuasion?
You'll let me do perception to stay hidden? I will absolutely do that.
Persuasion to convince somebody that you're not you.
In that case, I will do stealth.
You could also duck down into the sewer. There's a manhole cover.
I'll just blend. I'll just blend in, you know.
Okay.
Maybe I'll grab a blanket or something out of the trash or whatever and kind of hide like I'm a street person. That'll be 18.
Okay. That's adequate. As far as anyone's concerned, you're just a Joe Schmo on the side of the street, kind of just a bum. But Bukhar and Volo walk up to the building. Volo kind of turns and is like, where did your friend go? And then thinks nothing of it and goes inside.
We hear some vaguely hummed Jimmy Buffett lyrics.
Right. Okay, so inside the building, there are some guards. It's different than the guard post that you went in before. This one is more like a police station, less like a prison, less like a barracks. Kind of like that other one was more like a barracks and a prison at the same time, and not a whole lot of clerical stuff going on. This one is way more I almost said customer facing, citizen facing sort of environment. Like you come in, you could report a crime here, unlike that last one. There's a half elfin man at the counter, wearing the City Watch garb, though he's not wearing like armor. He's wearing more like a robe. He's clearly not actually a watchman. He's just a clerk for the watch. And he asks you to state your business, and Volo goes into the spiel with him. Is there anything you would like to contribute to the conversation? Because does not have all the context.
I feel like I'm mostly gonna let Volo take the lead because he's a better speaker than I am. But I mean, I would fill in any like factual points that he's missing. I'd be sure to say that we are certain that his hat is in there, and we've spent enough time investigating to be pretty confident that he was in there before we even had the evidence of the hat. So it was like we're pretty certain that not only that he was in there, but he was attacked and is now in there and is not moving.
Yes, we're here to find my friend Floon. He went missing 2 days ago, and I have hired this fine gentleman and several others. They are not here at the moment. We would like to give you. I'm here to give you a description of my friend Floon Blagmar, and then my investigator here will fill you in on the rest of the details so that we require your help. And he gives a physical description to the clerk. Clerk takes it down. He takes the details you just asked, and then he says, "Good news. We actually have a city watch. I think he's a captain. Justus Staget is actually heading over there right now with several of our watch members. We had a report of some suspicious activity at that residence. Yes, as long as you don't get too involved, we are more than happy to allow you to participate at a distance. And since now we have a description of the man in question, we will make sure that he is not harmed. Quickly, come with me." He takes you over to the other side of the office. He grabs the attention of another man. He gives him a letter. Like, take this. Find Justus Staget. He is in the resident. He is headed to Candle Lane, and this young man is a courier. And he takes the letter and he gets your attention, Bukhari. He says, "We're gonna run now. Keep up." And you leave the building, headed for Candle Lane. How attentive is Geo?
Very.
Okay, you've been keeping an eye.
Yeah, as soon as I see like Bokar step out with the runner, and like I know the difference between a courier and a cop. So at that point, I'll resume. I'll catch back up with him. I'm a pretty athletic guy. I'll run with them.
Okay. Very good. That brings us back to Candle Lane and the warehouse. Rizzy, you still haven't seen anybody come in or go out, and same with Beatrice. It's been all quiet on the Western Front.
There's nobody here, so very quiet.
But now you have police officers with you, and you watch. There's a dozen of them. I would say it takes a few minutes for everything to get kind of logistically worked out. But there are police officers that are arriving and approaching the building, and Rizzy and Beatrice are probably still hidden. Like, they don't have the details of what's going on.
Right.
So, I leave it in your hands. There are cops approaching. What would Beatrice and Rizzy do? And I'll just toss Moon in there because he's probably somewhere nearby.
Honestly, I was thinking, and I don't want to be like too realistic. I don't even know that I see unless I hear them show up, and like I can hear like cop speak going on, you know.
Uh-huh.
I have like a 14 passive perception, but I'm in a box inside of a sunken yard, so but like maybe I hear them. You know, like, oh, that's definitely some cops up there talking.
You know what Rizzy might do? Just out of
I'm gonna say,
fun.
uh-oh.
What would he do?
I'm probably gonna stealth check. Just
Hide.
yeah.
Stay hidden.
Smart.
Okay.
Hide from the cops. Always a good instinct.
So the 4's back.
Yes. Yeah, the 4.
14. Woo.
They see you. They're like, hey, what's going on over there? Looking at you, Rizzy.
Just sneaking.
Kind of gives you the eye that's like, are you up to something?
Nothing to see here. Move along.
No, I think that's what I'm supposed to say to you. Yeah, he sort of tells you to go about your business, but don't interrupt. Don't, police business. Don't interfere. I don't want to see any more of those shenanigans while I'm here.
We're fine here. How are you?
Courier shows up with the letter and your other 2 party members, and he gives it to the captain. Yes, just take it. I have a letter for you. Quickly, it's important. Here. Give it here. Okay. Young man. Reddish blonde hair. Well dressed. Name Floon Blackmore. And what is this about? Oh, you 2. Oh, okay. Are you 2 the ones I'm supposed to meet? He just sort of like says it to whoever's there.
Yeah. And the big guy, he's with us.
Oh. What an odd bunch you are. Anyway, here's the scoop. We need you to stand back. We are already in the process of staging a what would you call it? Where we SWAT. Yeah, raid. Thank you. That's the word. So we'll handle it. Now we know to keep an eye out for any sort of maybe, I don't know, hostages or something like that, just in case. Who knows? Zentarum, they're dangerous folk. They often kill. So I want you to be as uninvolved as possible. Leave this to us. Do you understand? Otherwise, there may be consequences for you.
Yeah, I'll look at Beauclair. Wait, that's not your name.
Bukar.
Bukar.
I'll give Bukar and be like, that works for us.
Yeah, somehow I think I can handle that.
Very good, very good. Yes, I will speak with you again once this is over with. Time is of the essence.
So, would I hear any of that?
Nope.
You're just in a box.
I think you're on the wrong side, so you don't know what's happening. But 6 guards come down to the yard without the captain. The captain and the other 6 guards, I keep saying guards, but they're watch members, actually. They're veterans, is the word I should say. The other 6 veterans are up at the street level with the rest of you. And one of them takes out a little pouch and some thieves' tools to open the lock. Let's see. And it breaks a lockpick. Breaks another lockpick. He's like, oh, man, I'm rusty tonight. Click, it opens. And you see the 6 veterans. And I gotta remind myself what veterans carry. Let me check real quick.
Heavy crossbow.
Yeah, I think so. But what would they be carrying for a raid? That's the question. Heavy crossbow, short sword, and long sword. So I'm gonna go with short sword because a heavy crossbow would be really unwieldy inside of a small building. This is a pretty small building. They all go in with short swords drawn quite quietly, and then the door shuts equally quietly behind them. Anyone perceiving?
Absolutely.
Okay, and Beatrice, same thing on your side, roughly at the same time.
What the
I'm
fuck?
absolutely following him in.
Got a 1 from
I
Zach.
need to roll a stealth.
I got a natural one as well.
I'm going with your stealth was already applicable.
I got a
Okay.
natural 20, so it cancels out.
Oh my
Yeah, I can do stealth
goodness.
as well.
Ha!
No, you're staying out here with us, right?
Okay, yes, I'm staying out here with
Yeah.
you guys.
Good call.
Okay, Beatrice is not staying outside. No, I am.
You're staying with Rizzy? Yay!
Okay. 25. You hear a small scuffle, and then a moment later the door opens, and out come marching 8 Kenkus, and behind them are 12 veterans with short swords at their, kind of at their necks, so to speak, with their hands tied up. This takes like 5 minutes to happen. And
She was like, we absolutely could have taken a couple of Kenkus.
a couple.
I'm up on the roof, just kind of just laughing to myself when I see the Kenkus coming out.
You hear some things said by the Kenkus. Xylothor sends its regards. Tie the pretty boy up in the back room. No time to loot the place. Just get him to the boss. And they say a bunch of random things in different tones. It's the same Kenku saying all of the lines. And all of the lines he's saying are of different accents, of like different tones, of different timbers. So, Liz, do you know anything about Kenku?
No, but I do about parrots.
So, yes, that's exactly what's going on. They can only mimic the voices they've
I was
heard.
sitting there listening to you say that. I was like, it sounds like they're doing the coyote thing, where like 4 sound like 30.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, they have the TV on. That's what's going on. They have the TV on. I should have known
Definitely.
it was Kenkus. Dan loves Kenkus.
I do love Kenkus. You remember? That was one of my favorite sessions. I really enjoyed introducing the Kenkus. Made up a lot of lore that did not exist for that session. Okay, let's take 5 while I figure out what to do next.
Okay.
Sounds good.
We've already gone off script. I have to figure it out. just join. Let's just jump back into it if everyone's here.
Yeah, I want to go in the door. Once I hear all the rockets go down, the door's unlocked, so I want to, like... I still want to be sneaky, though. I don't trust they got everybody. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
There is one city watchman in there, and that is the captain. Justus Staget. Hard name to say. Let me grab my little tracking card here. So this man is a captain of the City Watch. Hystus Staget. Staget. Watch captain. Okay. Justus, or I'm just going to say Captain Staget because that's easier. Captain Staget welcomes you all inside, and he's a little surprised at the presence of Beatrice because he didn't know she was involved, but you look sufficiently different from the Zentarum Kenku that he doesn't think you're one of them. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, what are you doing here? Are you with them?"
No.
Are you one of the private investigators? Hold
yes,
fast.
Oh my God! Thank you. I am.
Oh, okay.
My name
All right.
is Beatrice DeLuca.
Yes.
House Erlingstar. Proud. Waterdeepian.
Very well.
Have you, crazy question, but you know, we're meeting here like this, so what's not crazy right now? Did you come across any, like, real fancy hats?
Well, we haven't fully searched the place yet. That this building is going to be under lockdown for the next 12 hours or so until we have everything taken care of. Since you are the private investigators for what is his name? Floon Blagmar? Is that correct?
Something like that, yeah.
Yes. You are... Oh, that's interesting. I would think you'd have better details than me since you're the investigator. You're welcome to look at the place. Try not to touch anything without telling me first.
No, of course I won't.
I will have a few more officers.
I'll call you if I find the hat, alright? And then, I'm gonna go investigate.
He's gonna designate a young officer that is not busy with the Kenku to assist you with any sort of things that you might need a watch member for.
Of course. I would be honored. Thank you. And thank you for letting me search. This means an awful lot. You're not
Yes.
You're one of a kind.
Yes. We try to participate with those who are keeping the peace here in Waterdeep. It just means a great deal to me. There's been a lot of bad that's happened in the city of late, but those of us who care to keep Waterdeep functioning as it should, those we just have to do the best we can.
And I'm just gonna give him a nice firm handshake like my father taught me. And go on about my investigation. Okay, so I want to look for the hat and get permission to take it and everything and all that, but I want to be on the little sly lookout for anything that looks like anything. So Liz is still thinking about the dragon stuff and the stone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Geo would definitely also be looking for Floon, obviously, but anything that looks like it might be a map to treasure or anything that just smacks of adventuring, he's gonna be all about. If there's a secret stash house, something he's definitely gonna be in on that.
So what I'll do is I'll open the doors up for you so that you can go in. I'm going to have to pull that Kenku out because he does not exist anymore. He's now dead. Well, not dead. Sorry, he's not. They were not assassinated.
I'm sure at some point I'm going to turn a corner and see evidence of Kenku's around and be like, son of a gun! I cannot believe Well, Trix has got me again.
So you have control over your characters. I do have stuff to interact with in this map. So, grab my trigger.
Rizzy at the time.
I'll help your character guy if you want, bud.
Okay.
So Dan, when the Kenkus, when they were walking out, one of them said something like, "Oh, he's in the back." Like, what? Aaron forgets what they said, but
Mm-hmm.
Bukar would-
Tie up the pretty boy in the back room.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty boy in the back room. Okay, so beeline for the back room, I guess.
Let's divide and conquer. Some of us want to be looking for Floon. Some of us want to be looking for anything else.
I'll go this way to this door right here.
You need some backup, Liz?
You want some backup? Is that where you're going to, Rizzy? Oh, I do need some backup. Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Always need that muscle.
Okay. I'm going with what's your name?
Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Is this
I'll
the
go-
entrance?
Yep. That's the gate into the yard. So you're on the yard in the yard portion. I just set you down there
Okay,
originally. Actually, I could put you on the other level if you prefer.
gotcha. No, that's okay. I was just trying to orient myself, trying to figure out where the back room might be, but
Yeah, sorry,
it's
inconsistencies
explore this
there.
whole place, anyways. Yeah, no, that's fine. I think we're just gonna comb it pretty well there. So, all right.
I'm
Well,
so lost in the cloud effect.
yeah, I know. Bukar's gonna
You-
go this way.
Isn't that cloud effect kind of cool?
It's very
I
cool.
love it.
It's mesmerizing. Okay, so Bukar is now in room 1. Okay, so there are... Okay, here we go. Tables and chairs have been carelessly tossed across the floor. The corpses of a dozen men lie along the walls, their rapiers and daggers lying nearby. On the north side of the area, stairs rise to an open level above. Durlam and Beatrice would see those. The Kenku are no longer here, but they would have been. These corpses are being investigated by a couple watchmen, but you're welcome to go investigate them if you want.
Yeah, I'll go check the corpses ostensibly to make sure they're not floon. But I would also like to just see if there's anything interesting on them.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yes, it is. Yes, it does.
Perception check
Or
or investigation.
I'm thinking investigation.
Bummer. That'll be an 8.
So you see 5 humans, all dressed the same with leather armor. One of them has a winged snake on his forearm, and then you see one other. No. This is written in a very weird way. Okay, then there are 7 other dead men that are all dressed basically the same way with minor differences that are clearly different than the first 5 you saw. And one of them has a black tattoo on the palm of his right hand that you have not seen before, but well, at least you haven't seen in this investigation before. Would you like to look closer?
Yeah, I'd like to look closer and make a knowledge underworld check.
Very
Assuming
good.
It's like another gang.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
All right, that is gonna. What's my knowledge? Fantastic. That'll be 23.
Okay, I'm gonna draw for you what it is. So you have. Oops, that's not. It's not gonna work. Okay, so you have a circle, and then on the circle, you have... Oops. Ooh. 3, 4, and 5. And now this is the tattoo that signifies that you are a member of the Xanathar Guild.
Oh. Okay, so like, would what check would it be like? Were these guys? Actually, I'm gonna ask you said the guard is also investigating.
That's right.
I'm gonna say, excuse me. Sorry. Excuse me. These guys, when you came in here and gave me all shank, were they talking? Was anybody tied up? I'm trying to determine, the situation here. Were these guys? What was the situation when you came in with these guys?
Well, they were all dead and laying up against the wall. You can see there are 5 Zentarum over there, and then you have 7 Xanathar. Looks like they were outnumbered.
Both groups were already dead.
That's right, yes. I'm not sure why. You see they were dragged over here. There's blood stains on the floor.
Nasty ass Kenkus, man. I never knew Kenkus act like this, but you know.
Yeah, you know, like it's yeah, it's interesting. I wouldn't have expected that the Zentarum would be able to overpower with such closeness in numbers. But those Kenku that left, they were part of the Xanathar Guild. So, not sure what they were doing here. They were not involved in the fight, it looks like. Must have come later.
Interesting. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, I guess I'll keep going about my investigation, looking for anything that might lead me down, or that might give me more information, or that I would find interesting.
Can I in the same room?
Yeah, absolutely.
Would this be investigation or perception?
Investigation.
And you said that you're gonna help me?
Yup. Get that advantage.
It's not great. 9 with advantage.
Okay,
It's my time.
you said 9?
9.
Well, you're able to put some stuff together with that. You know that this is a Zentarum warehouse, so you know anything happening in here is Zentarum related. You see a bunch of gear in crates, various things, weapons, rations, boots, uniforms, other various gear. That's what you're able to see. I'm going to move to Moon, Rizzy, and Bukar.
Okay.
Out in here.
Moon, Rizzy, and Bukar. You see that there is a set of stairs going down. You also see there is a back room over this way.
I'm gonna follow it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to go to whatever I think is the back room.
Wait, I'll move Rizzy over towards it. That way you can see where it is. Sort of.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Is it just you, or is it on my end? Like, are your tokens super transparent?
Yeah,
Super
they are.
transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I completely lose him in the shadow right here.
Yeah, Moon.
I
yeah.
thought something was wrong. Let's see here. Dynamic lighting.
We're on the shadow layer. In the ethereal realm.
Aha!
Ooh, someone turned on the lights.
Okay, I was thinking something was wrong.
Let's not be shadowing correctly, because I'm still disappearing behind this dude.
That's odd. Okay, well, I think the lighting is not necessary anymore. Going to dynamic lighting. Going to turn that off.
Wow. I can see better.
I bet you can. All right, you're gonna have to just work with me. That other building is something you can't see yet. So Okay. So, Rizzy, you see a door over here. Moon and Bukar can also see it. There's also lots of crates on this side of the room, probably ones that Durlin hasn't gotten to yet. Beatrice, did you also want to search those?
Yes, but I also noticed the set of stairs, or do I not see that?
You would know if you follow the group over there, you would see.
Yeah.
So,
What is Rizzy gonna do?
there's a door, Rizzy.
What's in? What? Yeah, I want to look through the crates. What is
I'm gonna open the door. I know it's foolish, but
No, check that broom closet.
Ah! Ah! Who are you? You see a fair man with reddish blonde hair and somewhat nice looking clothes, and there is a hat on the floor next to him.
Yeah.
At his
I'm
feet.
Rizzy, what's your name?
I'm Renaer, Neverember. How did you know I was here?
Other guy.
The other guy? You wouldn't be talking about my friend Floon, would you?
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking about you, but tell me more.
I'm afraid they took him. They took him. You can. So. I'll tell you the whole story. The Zentarum think that my father embezzled a large amount of gold when he was an open lord, and that he hid the dragon somewhere in the city. But they think they can find it using the Stone of Gorlor. Anyway, I was with Zune, with Floon. Sorry, and I was telling him about it, and they nabbed both of us, and they brought us to this building.
You were telling Floon about the Golard
Well,
rock?
can I?
Oh, everybody knows about it.
Is the captain still in this room? Is the investigator, whatever, the law enforcement, the pigs?
He's on the top floor.
Okay. Keep talking.
Yes, no, I'm sure that's why the Zents kidnapped me. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. You know, they kidnapped me.
Yeah, watch out around this one. She doesn't really like it very much when you use
The
that word.
snakes. It's not hard.
Yeah. Just calm the snakes and move on.
The
Listening.
I don't believe my father embezzled the gold. I don't believe that rumor. He's not even here in Waterdeep anymore, so he's up in Neverwinter, so can't really ask him right now, actually. Everybody seems to look poorly on me. You would probably recognize the name Renaer as somebody that people might think of as like a spoiled brat, like his father got away with white-collar crime, and he just managed to escape to Neverwinter and get away with it.
Not the pretty boy I was looking for today. But I'm sure we can get a pretty penny for you. I mean,
What do you
don't
mean?
worry, I don't know anyone that wants to like whack.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? And he gets
Nothing.
up.
What are you talking about?
He had been sitting on the floor. He gets up
We
like,
could be talking about nothing if you
get a
What's
pretty
the
penny
phone?
for me. I'm leaving.
Okay. Or you could just tell us about the stone and we could all be friends. Pinky promise. And I stick out my little claw.
About the stone? You want to know about the stone?
Pinky promise. I won't tell anyone.
I don't know that much more than anybody else. I'm sure you've heard about it.
Useless anyways. Okay.
Yeah, sure. I'm useless. Fine.
Hold on. I don't think you're totally useless. Hold on. What else could you maybe tell us about where you think they were taking him? Your buddy, Zune. Yeah. Zune now.
Sorry.
The media player made by
Yeah,
Microsoft,
yeah.
is actually really good.
We had one. It was really good.
Yep.
I know. It got crapped on a lot, but I actually love that thing.
That's funny.
Anyways.
What a weird slip of mine.
It's just
Uh,
any information you could have about where Zune would have gone and anything. We would greatly appreciate it.
I like this. I want to call him Zune now too. I never liked Floon as a name. It's stupid. I look. I'll talk to you. You seem kind enough. Just keep her away from me.
Yeah, she gets excited when people start using the word. I think you might have gotten on a bad side. She's she gets agitated easily.
I see that. Yes, I promise it was just an accident. Uh, you want to know about the gold? Is that what you said?
I'd like to know if you know anything about where Flume may have been taken.
Oh yes.
Yeah, anything you could tell me about the gold would be, icing on the cake.
I don't know much about the gold. The gold is it's a rumor. Everybody says there's some sort of stone in the city that if you find it, look there's a couple different ones. Either you find the stone and you get the gold, or you find the stone and you become king. I don't think there is gold, so I don't really care. I'm not interested in bringing any more attention to myself. People hate me already. Zune, he was taken by the he was taken by the Xanathar, the Xanathar agents. It wasn't the other guys.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
the Xanathar they came in and they killed the other ones, the snakes as you call them, and then I don't know. I was locked in this room. I didn't want them to know I was here, but they ended up finding Luna anyway, and yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
All I have is his hat.
Well, this is valuable information. I do really appreciate it. And
Why were you and Zune talking about the stone at the time of your kidnapping? Did they kidnap you because you were speaking about it, or because they thought you knew more?
We were both drunk, and so we were talking about things we shouldn't have talked about while walking through dark portions of the dock ward at night. It was a bad idea. I don't know why they kidnapped us. I guess they thought I looked like him, and that he looked like me. I guess they just grabbed both of us.
do you have any idea why they might have wanted to kidnap him at all?
I mean, we look almost the same. I would guess they thought he was me.
Yeah. Given
You know,
everything that's gone on with your
noble-born?
father, Yeah.
Yeah, highborn. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they can get something out of him.
Sight on this guy. He's hiding something, right?
Maybe.
Go ahead.
Like, is he telling us the whole story, or is he lying to us? I don't trust him. I have advantage on insight for a reason. I got a 19.
He's telling the truth. He's just scared. He's also kind of
This guy would be more interesting.
he's also kind of just lame and not that good of a guy.
He just sucks.
He's a nepo baby.
He
He's
just sucks.
fun kid.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I don't know what to think about this anymore.
Yeah, I feel like we've squeezed all the information out of this guy that we're gonna get. Then it was a good clue. I mean, I would not have assumed that the Xanathar were coming in here, and I would have assumed it was the old Snaky Boys that had him. But good to know.
If I recite that, there was like a poem or something that we saw etched at one of the bars.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
gotta read
what was
that.
that? The rumor of the dragon. I have it written down somewhere.
I'll put it up.
Contains mystery.
If I
deep.
just
Is
Yeah,
that
if
one?
I just start kind of reciting it at him, does he react in any kind of way?
No, that's a great idea. That's really funny. I like that idea. Just like reading his face as you start saying it, just be like, "What?"
Yeah.
Just cold reading.
Exactly.
Damn it.
I like that you're also going to kind of catch me by surprise, and my face is probably going to react a little bit like, "Huh?"
Well, I like poetry.
Yeah. And I catch on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the stone that you seek contains mysteries from the deep.
Mm-hmm. That's what I.
Yeah. Trying to think of how he would react to that.
Like,
Look,
if he doesn't react in a helpful way, that's totally fine too.
I've heard of this. I don't believe it. It's just a rumor. Look, honestly, if you were the son of the previous Open Lord, would he hide the gold or would he give it to you?
Well, if I was you, he'd probably hide it.
And he says, "I'm done talking to you." And he starts walking out, and the guard's like, "Whoa, where did you come from?" And they start questioning him.
Out of the frying pan, my guy.
It's like, "Let me go! I didn't do anything." He's disengaged from you and doesn't want to talk anymore.
It was too funny for me to not say.
That was a slam dunk.
Listen, you got to take those shots, okay?
It was you nailed it. You nailed it. That was very accurate.
Come back, sir. Come
He's
back.
mad. He's mad because it hit close to home. Like,
Yeah, too real, man. Too real.
Whoa.
That's right.
Shut up. My mom didn't say that.
Anything else? Was there anything else in the closet?
The closet is described as marred by grime and full of a lingering stench of rancid pickled herring.
Oh no.
Close that door, Rizzy.
Okay, can I have it?
You want the rancid pickled herring?
Yes.
Yeah, you lost.
Yes.
You lost him at Rancid, but you got him back with pickled herring.
You guys are capable of exploring the upstairs. There's a staircase that goes there if you wish.
I would go flying up there. This floor is boring to Moon.
Yeah.
I'd probably start breaking open some of these boxes, but yeah,
Right,
I'd let them go.
do. What's in all this?
Yeah, Beatrice, we're doing this.
No,
We're gonna.
no, actually, no. I'm too suspicious. I'm not breaking into them at all. Don't touch anything. I mean, if I'm gonna, you're gonna touch stuff, and that's okay because people can do what they want. I'm gonna head upstairs, so wait till I'm upstairs.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let the curiosity kill this cat. No, sir. No, sir.
It'd be 2 on the nose. I love it. Yeah. Don't worry, you're not an accomplice. I'll make sure you're out of sight before I do any of this.
Let's see here.
You can do it. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this
Find a box of pickles.
is referred to as a balcony. Interesting. Did I miss a detail with this room? Oh no, that's weird. Okay, I don't understand why the portions that are supposed to still be the basement floor look different on the right side of the map, because it's supposed to be a view of what's down below. Oh no! I have it backwards. You're supposed to be up here.
We should be where Moon's at coming up.
Yeah, there we go. I was
Open. These boxes are these boxes.
I was being very dumb there, and I had it backwards. Okay. So you are in room 4.
Come back, sir. Come back.
The open second level is stacked with crates, where it overlooks the main warehouse. As you look through crates, you find all sorts of junk, including moth-eaten bolts of cloth, bottles of spoiled olive oil, and hundreds of pairs of wooden-soled sandals that were all the rage last summer but are now out of fashion. None of this junk is valuable.
Good to know.
You do see some more doors, Moon, down the hallway.
I would. Yeah, I'd probably my mind's probably trying to figure out that room that has the window, so I would be headed for those doors.
Okay. I think it's being designated as this one. What's weird is this map is a third-party map, so it's slightly different than it should be. So those other 2 windows don't exist. What were you saying, Zach?
Documents. I'm looking
Look
for
for-
documents.
You're coming up short on documents right now, but there are some offices over by Moon.
I'll go check. Yeah, I'll run over there and.
You okay? So the suite of offices are barely touched. They seem to be in great condition compared to the rest of the building. Um, the rooms have desks, chairs, and bare shelves covered with dust and draped in cobwebs. Harmless rats skitter about. Mounted above each door is a steel alarm bell. These bells are connected by wires uh, through the wall. You're not sure what that is, and Geo finds an unusual item on one of the desks. I'm going to describe it to you.
So if I go through the door, did the bells go off? Did I just rip a bomb?
Nope, they do not go off. Okay, let's see if I can give you a handout here.
Whatever it is, I pocket it and tell no one.
Psst.
I'm very skeptical of Geo2 right now, so I would like you to roll it just to see if I notice you do that. If you don't mind.
Okay.
Also, because fun.
I'm waiting to find out what it is before I just declare that I should say I should wait until I find out what it is before I declare. Because if it's like it's a book, it's like I'm not hiding it.
Totally fine.
I had to paste it in the chat because I can't share it to you, but it's what's known as a paper bird, a wondrous item, uncommon. After you write a message of 50 words or fewer on this magic sheet of parchment and speak a creature's name, the parchment magically folds into a tiny paper bird and flies to the recipient whose name you uttered. The recipient must be on the same plane of existence as you, otherwise the bird turns into ash as it takes flight. It is a flying object with 1 hit point, armor class of 13, and a flying speed of 60, dexterity of 16, blah blah blah. Immune to some damages, travels within 5 feet of the intended recipient by the most direct route. Whereupon it turns into a non-magical and inanimate sheet of parchment that can be unfolded only by the intended recipient. So there is one. No. Roll a d6 and add 3, and that's how many paper birds you just found.
It's a D6 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
Fun item.
2. So 5.
So you come up with 5 paper birds.
Excellent. Yeah. I'll would I know what? Could I recognize these? How rare are these things? Is this something that like wealthy noble families might use for secure communications?
Yes, that is accurate. It's in this case, it is a relatively inexpensive method of securely transporting, essentially wirelessly. You know, it's sending an email in the fantasy realm, and it's probably used.
Like flying all over the place in this city.
Yeah, that would probably be quite likely. I, of course, didn't want to give away their existence until I showed you.
Nobody else can read it is pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let alone just the fun novelty of it.
That'll be what's my sleight of hand?
I assume it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's gonna be 23. Sleight of hand.
I'm still skeptical of you.
I don't understand why.
So many reasons right now.
Let's see. That is
Geo2.
everything.
You can be honest with me. You the one in front of me? Or was it the other one? It's okay, I'm over it. But you can be like, was it you? I don't like your hesitation.
Well, no. Gio's
Now
not
I know.
Zach is hesitating. It's to like whether or not I'm going to like fess up.
Maybe I'm misreading the situation. Like, I know you're not the other Geo, right?
No. I mean, you might have intuited that, but I am definitely trying to act as if I was the other Geo.
Okay. Then
Yeah, I
maybe
can
I'm
see why
the-
that would make him suspicious. You're supposed to be dead.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm kind of like, like, oh no, I escaped. It's fine. Don't look into it.
Okay, I didn't mean to like completely blow up your spot from metagaming, so we could breeze over that if you want.
I mean, do you think your character would legitimately be paying close enough attention to pick up on like the discrepancies?
I do think I'd be watching you because I was under the assumption you were gone, and I didn't trust you to begin with, and then you just showed back up. So I got a 14 for insight if Dan wants to rule on whether or not I would know that or not, or pick up on that. You guys, you could do deception. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's do a post roll. Let's do a post roll.
I
would
think
say
that's the best idea.
Let's do it. I'll do it at disadvantage because I don't have all of the information. Like, I mean, I did meet with Geo, but like that was mostly like to say goodbye. He didn't like fill me in on like how to maintain his cover. So I'll roll a disadvantage. Deception. 6.
Okay, then I've picked up on it.
Moon, I haven't known you for very long. You've caught me in a bit of a spot.
That's why I did this while we were alone.
No, I appreciate your discretion. Suffice to say, no, I am not. I have never robbed you.
Insight check.
Sure. He seems sincere.
Yeah, I rolled really low. I believe ya. Okay.
I would appreciate your continued discretion. I know it may seem unusual, but I guess.
Please, do you know where I'm from? This is like a Tuesday, honestly. I just need to know if I think I like you better or lesser.
I can't say.
So this is a good start, I guess.
Okay. Well, again, I appreciate your discretion. Rizzy is the only one that knows the full story, and
Cool. I'm excited to see how that plays out, honestly. Did you find anything over there?
I did. I found. I didn't realize it was just the two of us up here. I found these. They're a form of secret communication. If you're new to here, you might not recognize them, but it's secure. It's secure messages that send themselves. Quite ingenious. Some of the noble families and wealthier merchants use them to securely communicate between, distant parties.
I think I've had to dodge one or two of those since being here, actually. Like,
yes,
they don't move, they go straight.
Yeah, being airborne and in your size, I could definitely see where that would be the case, yeah.
Like, most birds, like, move out of the way. Those ones just keep going.
No, they just beeline.
Oh, well, that's a cool find.
Yes, I'm sure we'll be able to put it to use at some point.
I'm gonna keep going.
Let's keep seeing. Let's see what else we can find up here.
Okay. You just search around, more useless trash and junk, garbage. There is nothing else of value up here. Takes you about 20 more minutes to completely investigate the whole building, and you are sure that any clues are now all found. Captain Staget is on the same level as you, and he walks up to, let's say, Durlam, because you're kind of near the front door. Well, what have you found? Anything that leads, give any information as to why the Zentarum or the Xanathar Guild were here?
Nothing, nothing that pertains to specifically why they're here, but it looks like the guy we're tracking down was here and got taken to a secondary location.
Most
So
likely
we're
the
probably gonna.
sewers.
I was afraid you were gonna say that.
Yes. That's where they do most of their dealings. The Zentarum have buildings like this. The Xanathar, they operate exclusively out of the sewers. And yes, I'm not afraid to say their name.
I can understand why you wouldn't be afraid.
You're safe. You
Not
can
all of
speak
us
it
sleep
here.
in a guardhouse.
Nah.
Well, let me give you a few pointers. And he pulls out a piece of parchment, and on it is written the code legal, and he gives it to you, Durlam. He says, I carry a few of these on me, just in case I come across citizens that are perhaps involved deeper than they may know. If you're investigating this Zune or Floon or whatever his name is, I'm probably going to switch it to Zune. I like that name better. Keep in mind there are laws here in Waterdeep you must follow. If you abide by these, you will have no trouble with us in the watch.
Oh no problem, no problem, sir, officer. I thank you. I appreciate the paper copy. I've lived here most of my life. But yeah, I can get around the city. Like I said, law-abiding citizen and all that. Out here trying to find people.
Well, all the same, keep it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
No, absolutely, I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I also want to offer you my condolences for the kidnapping of the individual you're looking for. I don't have jurisdiction in the sewers, but if you give me a good reason for my jurisdiction to be expanded, I may be able to help you in a pinch. That said, we generally don't go down there. It is a wild area. Be very careful. Crime runs amok. Your life is not safe down there.
Well, I appreciate your concern, and if something happens where we could use your help, but maybe if we get the location and it's near an entrance or something, and you can expand your jurisdiction. I mean, this guy, it sounds like, I mean, just from what we were talking to the pretty boy downstairs, it sounds like they thought he was the previous open lord's son, and they're after the gold that everybody's talking about that doesn't exist. I mean, typical criminal, desperate, harebrained scheme. You know how they are.
Yeah, I've heard of it before.
So,
I hope your investigation goes well. It is time for me to wrap this up. I'm gonna need to ask you to leave. We're going to be doing one last sweep here. Did you? What are there any objects that you came across that that demand my attention?
no, honestly, nothing. Mostly just trash and papers. Looks like a bunch of junk. They've been hoarding here. Nothing. Nothing. I think that would be pertinent to my investigation or yours, unfortunately, except for the pretty boy. Um,
Very well. All right. If you'll follow me, I must escort you out to the building, and we will take it from here.
absolutely.
Lead the way, sir.
Right, and he leads you back out into the dark dock ward. You now you have some clues as to where Zun Floon. I feel silly calling him that. It's his nickname. Where Zun is.
So can I be aware of the paper bird things now?
Oh, yeah. Once we get outside, I'll tell everybody. Hey, I found these. You know what? In fact, I got 5 of them. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 of us. Why don't we all take one, and that way, if we need to send a secret, like a secure message to each other. Now, like, save this for like these aren't cheap. So you know.
Hold on. I got an idea for these things. What if we were to take one of them and address it to Mr. Zune and follow it?
I immediately like turned to Moon. Like, do you think you can keep up with these things in the air?
Oh, wait. Could he ride on it?
Now you're getting somewhere.
Comedically, yes.
Yeah.
Functionally, no.
Oh.
Oh, that's a
That doesn't
great
mean you can't
idea.
just fly rightly above it. You know what I mean?
Right.
What's
yeah.
your
Yeah,
what's
so I
your
can keep up with it.
what's your flight speed? Because there's a flight speed for a paper bird. It's 60 feet.
My flight speed is the same as my walking. Let me see what the wording says here.
Probably not 60 feet.
Because I wonder if I can. I think I can technically dash.
He could dash if he needed extra speed.
Yeah, so your flying speed equal to your walking speed. You can't use this flying speed if you're wearing. So yeah, I don't see why I couldn't take the dash action to keep up with it.
Okay, there's your answer. He can keep up.
I can ride on it.
Yeah, for flavor, he's riding it.
Right.
For mechanics, he's following it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we may have found ourselves a little shortcut here, guys.
Listen.
This may save us a little bit of investigation.
Listen.
Dan's sitting there like,
I want you to know. I don't care what Beatrice says about you. I think you're contributing. You're a valuable member of the team. You're a genius.
Appreciate it. Beatrice and I are coming around. You know, I learned which word not to say in front of her, and yeah, it makes a big
thank
difference.
you for respecting me that one time. I think you're a wonderful addition to this team. I've never said anything.
Yeah.
Oh, you get me, Gio, every time. I'm tired of you.
Beatrice and I got nothing but love.
Thanks, man. And I give him like a good homie high five.
Right. Hey, no claws next time. Jeez.
I know he's smarter than I am. I never said anything. He's the brains of the operation.
Yeah, it's the one thing I have to contribute. You know.
Now that I have said also, yes,
Yeah.
that did come out of my mouth, but you know.
You're not going to see me winning any awards for bravery, but yeah, I might be able to.
It takes all types.
Yeah. That's what we got Mr. Rizzy here for. He's brave enough for the both of us.
I look at Gio like, you're not winning any awards for stealthiness. And I walk off.
Like, what are you talking about? I'm the stealthiest guy that ever was.
Not stealthier than me.
I usually am.
Not this campaign.
Oh my goodness. Okay, can I get a general check for trying to put this all together? I think cunning would work. I think insight would work. Just all around, the whole party, and I'll average it.
Okay.
I rolled low.
You said you want a what?
Either cunning or insight.
+4, Zach?
Your insight is +0, and your cunning is not better.
So, roll the 0?
Just roll the number, or here, I'll help you.
Good.
Yeah. Roll the 0. Roll the 0.
I got a 22
Nice.
for insight.
1. I got 1.
Bro. I got a 17.
Okay.
I got a 5.
I got a
Ooh.
10 on my insight.
Oh man.
Dude, we're just here for fun.
I got a rock. Yeah.
That's,
I found a stick, guys.
That's not a great result, I'm gonna say.
I got a dirty 1.
Dirty 1 or a nat 1?
Yeah. In that
On
one,
that
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
But
Oh
it
my
did.
goodness. Your average comes out to 11. Oh no. Hey, that's sufficient though. Okay. So putting your heads together, some of you more than others. This is what you know. This is the kind of thing you might want to like write on your notes if for clue or like as to the investigation at large. Loon was kidnapped by Xanathar guild members who mistook him for Renaer Neverember. After that, he was taken into the sewers. That is what you know.
Yep.
And you know that
To the sewers.
beyond the shadow of doubt, that's absolutely true. You know this to be absolutely true. There's no speculation here.
Guess we're going through the sewers, guys.
Yeah, we may even want to release the paper bird thingy when we're in the sewers, huh? Like wait till we're actually down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can't get back out. At least not quickly.
Yeah.
So,
Was I'm tired.
so the question is, where?
I mean, Geo would know where to access the where the nearest access to the sewers would be, right? Like, he's a criminal. Here, he engages in criminal behavior. This is like his home turf.
That's what your underworld is for.
Excellent. Then I would like to roll that. I am rolling absolute trash. That's a 18.
That's trash?
Well, I rolled an 11.
Yeah, well, I could see why you'd say that.
Average.
But like that's like one of the highest rolls I've had. Like
I just rolled a 9. Sorry, it's fine. I'm just laughing.
well, I've also been rolling like natural 1s and 6s and 2s and like
Yeah,
7s
I
and
know.
Okay, all right. You know that just down the way, go with. I'm gonna mark this on the map because I think this is important enough that I want it to be permanent. There is a. Oh, that is way too big. There is a manhole cover right here. Do you see that red X I just made?
Yep.
No.
D6
Right
three.
here.
Yeah, there you go.
I see it. I see it.
That was my color blindness.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jared. I knew that and I forgot.
It's fine. I got it now, so don't worry about it.
Sewer entrance number 1. And I say number 1 because I mean number 1. It's not the first one you're going to run into. It's hop, skip, and a jump. Take you about 5 minutes to get over there. It is definitely nighttime.
Okay. Let's have fun in the sewers, guys.
Let's go.
Getting all Ninja Turtles with it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ninja Turtles.
That Jake? My man. My man.
It's about 7 o'clock in the evening. But Wanted to mention that in case that changes your mind.
Doesn't
Who's your
matter what
favorite
time it
Ninja
is in
Turtle,
the sewers.
Aaron?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I guess there is no specific time of day in the sewers, is there?
No.
It's good. Tabaxi hiding. That's,
All right. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment while I set something up.
It's gonna be super dark too.
I'm gonna set something up here. It'll just take me a moment. On your way there, you pass a couple unsavory folk. None of them punch you. None of them are drunk.
Oh!
good.
None
We
of
can't lose
them-
any more members.
None of them look Geo in the eye.
Good.
We'll just repeat last session.
Right, exactly. Let me derail it again.
Just want to get you an image so that I can help set the mood a little bit. What's your plan when you get down there?
Well, Geo, aka Dur, would speaks thieves can't, so he would be able to follow the signs left by members of Xanathar's guild. So I would say maybe try to, like, if we can find the nearest entrance to the sewers, and then maybe like this has happened recently, right? Like the bodies weren't like super cold, right? Like that guy been stuffed in the closet pretty recently, so like we we're a couple hours behind him. If we had to guess.
Yeah, that would be accurate.
Okay, so if they're dragging, somebody who may not be compliant or, may not be willing to go with them, we might be able to make decent time. Sorry, we might be able to make decent time getting the, catching up with them. That would be my goal. So, like, I would try to find the nearest entrance, and then follow the signs to the nearest, like, safe house or hideout where we could recover that guy.
Okay, you're familiar with the with how the Xanathar Guild will have specific hideouts spaced out in different areas of the city, but because you've worked above the sewers, you don't know where they are. It would be kind of a mystery to you where they would be, but there will be some, and they'll be in different spots. And then supposedly, according to rumor, there is a big, there's a massive one where the real beholder lives, and it's sort of that's where he orchestrates everything from. But
is it known that Xanathar is a beholder? Is that like public knowledge?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Very public knowledge, yes. Sorry, I'm having trouble finding what I need here.
Mm.
Got Jake.
What?
Oh,
I know, right?
gonna make me on too.
Sorry. it's the cat.
Okay, so the entrance you find is unfortunately very damp. There's a lot of water running through here. Probably because earlier today there was a significant amount of rain and it is all draining out of the city streets. And as you get down into the sewer, this image doesn't do it justice, but there's a walkway along the side on one side of the water, and it's quite dark. And then off to the side is the main like fluid passageway, and it is like this tall, and it is gross brown looking water. There's the loud sound of rushing water in this sewer. Completely dark, so anybody with dark vision could see, but again, you only get grayscale.
Oh, I hate water.
I.
Yes.
Me too. I do too.
Don't.
I don't
But
remember.
I hate water. Oh, so much of it.
Oh, it's just a little water. You'll be fine. I mean, there's
Shut
us
up.
too, but
With your human privilege.
You'll be fine.
don't go getting your curls wet. Also, half elf, racist.
You know what I mean.
You were the racist one.
How?
No?
No.
Maybe not.
I said, don't worry about the water. You'll be fine.
You're right, but I thought you were just making fun of her again, but she was actually worried about it. Well, never mind. I take it back.
Ugh. Alright.
All
Yeah,
right.
maybe that one.
What?
Sorry.
Yo, go ahead.
Yo, go ahead, Liz.
No, I was wondering if y'all wanted to cut it off here. It's a good spot, but I'm so tired tonight. I had such a long day at work.
I love that idea. I was just going to tell you that you get jumped by several crocodiles, but we will just roll initiative next session.
Perfect timing.
So, and the reason you get jumped by them is because you're all shouting at each other about being racist, so you made a bunch of noise. So- all right, let's
Pretty on par for the group.
Long time on.
let us indeed call it there. I think that is an excellent place to stop. Now I actually have something to prep. So like I just didn't know where you were gonna go today, so I didn't prep anything. That was fun. I was not expecting you to go that direction. So thank you.
Dan did an awesome DM tonight.
It was wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support, guys. It's great.
Dan, I was gonna say, because I did kind of punk out a little bit with Gio's character death, and because the group desperately needs somebody with this skill set, I do have another character that I've kind of like started putting together that is a charisma caster, which I think we desperately need a face. And like Gio's okay, but like not great.
You need some suave guy.
Yeah.
And we could probably use a little more offensive magic.
Yeah. Might lose your underworld.
I might lose my underworld, which would be a bummer. But I don't know. So I don't know. We can talk later about that. I just wanted to like float that idea to you about like possibly doing a character change.
That is fine.
Feel of that.
Yeah. Feel free to message me about it. Whenever is fine.
Okay. All right. Cool, man.
Cool.
Well, and like I said, there's nothing guaranteed. I was looking at the way we've been playing, and it's like we have some very big gaps in our party, and I did just die. So
See, I love gaps in the party because it makes an interesting story. But if you want to fill those in, that's also cool too. Like,
okay, well maybe I'll keep. We'll talk off. We'll talk off.